Hi all, very happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening from Anil Nair classes. My name is Anil Nair. Today I will be discussing a fundamental concept from number system. Today's class is extremely important for all the students who lack some basic concepts before we solve high level questions from number system. Today I will be discussing few important topics, that is all the problems related to squares, all the problems related to perfect squares, all the problems related to cubes, how to find the cube of a number, how to find the cube of a number nearer to 10 power k, how to find the cube root of a perfect cube, and some advanced level problems, related to all these four concepts. All these four concepts which we are going to discuss. Maximum problem solving will be there on related to this concept, so that you will understand where to apply these concepts. I hope you are all ready. Let us straight away get into the problems. Now, concept 1. Concepts. First one, a perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. If a number is a perfect square, it will never end with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Let us see the proof. If a number is a perfect square, it will never end with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Let me take the unit digit of a number. Unit digit of a number will be from 0 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I square 0, 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square unit digit is 4 square value is 16, unit digit is 6. 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81. What are all these? These are nothing but the unit digit of the squares. Again I am explaining, if a number is a perfect square, it will never end with 2, 3, 7 or 8. A unit digit can be from 0 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I square it, 0 square 0, 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 6, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81. A perfect square, if a number is a perfect square, it will never end with 2, 3, 7 or 8. For example, is 5, 5, 4, 3, 2 a perfect square? Is 5, 4, 3, 2 a perfect square? Answer will be no, because a perfect square will never end with 2, 3, 7 or 8. I hope idea is clear. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a perfect square? A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Therefore the answer is no. First concept is based on a perfect square. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. A simple applications, once we do problems, you will understand it how to use it. Second concept. Every perfect square has a digital sum. Every perfect square has a digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9. If a number is a perfect square, it will have digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9. Right? Reverse may or may not be true. That means, if a number is a perfect square, it should definitely have digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9. If that number has a digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9, it may or may not be a perfect square. Proof. Suppose if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, the digital sum of these number is nothing but the sum of the digits until you get a single digit number. 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 1, 10. 10 is nothing but 1. That is the definition. Digital sum is nothing but the sum of the digits. Digital sum is nothing but the sum of the digits till you get a single digit number. Till you get a single digit number. Digital sum is nothing but the sum of the digits till you get a single digit number. What are all the single digits that are possible? From 0 to 9. 0 is not possible. If you add the digits, why will you get 0? If a digital sum is nothing but the sum of the digits till you get a single digit number. What are all the single digits possible from 0 to 9? 0 is not possible. Why? Because if you add the digits, getting 0 is illogical. So I will take all the digital sums that are possible. All the possible digital sums are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 is not possible. What is 1? Suppose 91 is there. 9 plus 1 is a 10. 10 digital sum is 1. Suppose if 181 is there, 181 digital sum is again 1. So these not 1, these the set of all numbers whose digital sum is 1. 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 16 digital sum is 7, 5 square 25, 2 plus 5 7, 6 square 36, 3 plus 6 9, 7 square 49, 4 plus 9 13, 4, 8 square 64 which is nothing but 1, 9 square 81, 8 plus 1 is nothing but 9. If you observe what are all the values that you got in the right hand side? 1, 4, 9 or 7. 1, 4, 9 or 7, and left hand side all the possible digital sums are squared. So every perfect square will have digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9. If a number is a perfect square, it will have digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9. But the reverse case, if a number has got digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9, it may or may not be a perfect square. It may or may not be a perfect square. For example, if you take is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 a perfect square? Is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 a perfect square? Now if you see what is the digital sum of this number? 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 1 9, 1 plus 2 is 3. If a number is a perfect square, it should have digital sum what? 1, 4, 7 or 9. What is the digital sum I got? 3. Can it be a perfect square? No. So answer for this question is no. I hope it is clear. Suppose for example is 13 a perfect square. 13, what is the digital sum? 13 digital sum is 4. But is 13 a perfect square? 13 is not a perfect square because 13 is ending with 3. If a number is a perfect square, it should never end with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Always remember, if a number is a perfect square, it will have digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9. If a number has got digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9, it may or may not be perfect square. I hope it is clear. It may or may not be a perfect square. This is the second concept. This is the second concept. This is the second concept. I hope the idea is clear. Now we will get into a problem solving. Please read this question once. Each member of a picnic party contributed twice as many rupees as the total number of members. Method 1. Method 1. There are total number of members. There are total number of members. Let me call it as P. Okay. What is happening? Each member contributed twice as many rupees as the total number of members. So contribution is nothing but number of members are P. Each one contributed twice as many rupees as the total number of members. This contribution is nothing but twice the total number of members. So total contribution is nothing but 3042. So these is nothing but 2p square equivalent to 3042. These is nothing but p square equivalent to 1521. P square equivalent to 1521. 1521 is an odd number. Odd number on square should be an odd number. P should be an odd number. P should be an odd number. P, here it is an even number, here it is an even number, here it is an even number. So answer for this question is 39. So 39 whole square is nothing but 1521. Eliminating first three options, I got this answer. This is a traditional method. Now you might get a doubt, what if instead of 39, 29 is there? What if instead of 39, some other odd number is there? That also we will do it. So p square is 1521, p value is 39. Another idea is how you can find it out 39 whole square as 1521. That also we will discuss. First method, I hope it is clear, right? Now, right, concepts. Now see here, what we got, 2p into p is nothing but 3042. So p is nothing but, p square is nothing but 1521. How to find out the value? Suppose I said that 39 is the answer. Why 39 is the answer? Square of the numbers from 35 to 75. Listen carefully. Square of the numbers from 35 to 75. 50 plus x whole square equivalent to 25 plus x slash x square. X square should be a 2-digit format. X square should be a 2-digit format. Suppose if I take 39 whole square. 39 whole square is nothing but 50 minus 11 whole square. X value is minus 11. 25 minus 11 slash minus 11 square. 25 minus 11 is 14. 11 square is 121. Write down the last two digits. 21. 1 carried. 14 plus 1 is 50. So 39 whole square is 1521. I hope the idea is clear. 39 whole square is 1521. You can also take one more example just to understand the concept. Suppose if it is 48 square. 48 lies from 35 to 75. So this is 50 minus 2 whole square. X is minus 2. 25 minus 2 slash minus 2 square. So it is nothing but 25 minus 2 is 23. 2 square is 4. 4 in a 2-digit format is nothing but 04. I hope the idea is clear, right? P square equivalent to 1521. We have found out which value on squaring I will get 1521. This is by using square logic. Now I will explain the square root logic. I hope the idea is clear, right? P square is 1521. You can use this logic to find the squares from 35 to 75. 50 plus x whole square is nothing but 25 plus x slash x square. 50 plus x whole square is nothing but 25 plus x slash x square. Another concept. Suppose if it is, where are we? 2p square equivalent to 3042. So p square is nothing but 1521. Now p is nothing but square root of 1521. Another concept. How to find the square root of perfect square? How to find the square root of perfect square? First one, square root of 1521. Square root of 1521. Square root of 1521. Because it is a perfect square, start from the rightmost. Keep a slash after 2 digits. Keep a slash after 2 digits. Which number on square I will get 1? 1 square on square is 1. 9 square on square is 81. There are two possibilities, 1 or 9. 15 lies between which two squares? 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So take the lowest value. Answer is either 31 or 39. Answer is either 31 or 39. But if you take 35 into 35, 5 5s are 25, add 1 to it. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 3s are 12. 1521 is greater than 1225. So answer has to be 39. So square root of 1521 is nothing but 39. Idea clear? Again I am explaining. If I want to find out the square root of a perfect square, square root of 1521, keep a slash after 2 digits because it is a perfect square. Square number is ending with 1. So 1 square is 1 or 9 square is 81. 15 lies between which two squares? 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So it will be 31 or 39. Here I am using a logic how to find the squares of a number ending with 5, which I have already discussed in one of my old shortcut videos present in our YouTube channel. You can see it. 35 into 35 is 5 5s are 25, add 1, 4 3s are 12, 1225. 1521 is greater than 1225. So answer has to be 39. Let us take one more example. Suppose if it is square root of 3969. 3969. Keep a slash after 2 digits. 9 means 3 square 9, 7 square 49. So 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49. 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49. It will be either 63 or 67. But if you see 65 into 65, 5 5s are 25, add 1, 7 6s are 42, 4225. So the here answer is nothing but 65 whole square is 4225, 63 square is 3969. So answer is nothing but 63. I hope the idea is clear. First one, we have discussed so many logic. Odd number on square is an odd number, that is the first logic. How to find the square of a number from 35 to 75 is the second logic. How to find out the square root of a perfect square. Still I will discuss more and more problems as I proceed. I hope the first one is clear. Second one, see the question. Second one, 1008 divided by which single digit gives me a perfect square? Method 1. There is a number 1008. 1008 is divided by which single digit number which gives you a perfect square? Which gives you a perfect square? Which gives you a perfect square? So if I use options method, first one, 1008 divided by 9, which is nothing but 9 11s are 99, which is 112. 112 is not a perfect square. 112 is not a perfect square. Why? Because a perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Suppose if it is 1008 divided by 4, which is nothing but 252. 252 is also not a perfect square. Third one, 1008 divided by 8. 8 12s are 96, 48, 8 6 are. So it is nothing but 126, which is not a perfect square. Why? Because 126, 11 square 121, 12 square 144. 1008 divided by 7, which is nothing but 144. 144 is nothing but a perfect square. 144 is nothing but a perfect square. Are you all with me? So one is by using options. Easily you can check it out that 144 is nothing but a perfect square. 144 is nothing but a perfect square. What is the logic that is used here? A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Are you all with me? A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Now just I hope the idea is clear, right? So first option out, second option out, third option out, fourth option, 144 will be the answer. Now if you see, just by observation, method 2, just by sheer observation. Now if you see here, 1008 divided by 4 if I take, right? Divisibility rule of 4 is divisibility rule of 4. Divisibility rule of 4 is nothing but the last two digits. Last two digits. Last two digits. Divisibility of 4 is nothing but the last two digits. So 8 divided by 4, it will become 2. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Are you all with me? A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Now suppose this is the first observation. Second observation, 1008 divided by P is nothing but K square. Am I right? So P into K square is nothing but 1008. P into K square is nothing but 1008. K square is a perfect square. K square is a perfect square. Every perfect square will have digital sum. 1, 4, 7 or 9. 1, 4, 7 or 9. 1, 4, 7 or 9. Now if you see here, P, first option 9. 9 into 1, 4, 7, 9. 9 into 1, 4, 7, 9 may be possible. Second option, 4 into 1, 4, 7, 9. 4 into 1, 4, 7, 9. Answer is nothing but right. It is also possible. So this logic may not be the best logic. Why? Because one of the possible digital sums is 9. 9 into any number. 9 into any number will give you the digital sum. Or you can go by, right? So we are getting almost all the options same. So try not to use this logic. So what you do is P into perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. You use this logic. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8 equivalent to 1008. Check it out with the option. Right? 4 is it giving me 8 at the end? 4 2s are 8. So second option is not possible. Is 9 giving me 8 at the end? 9 2s are 18. These is also not possible at the end. Is 8 giving you any possibility? 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24, 8 7s are 56, right? 8 8s are 64. It is not giving me. That means through sheer observation, these two logics are out. Answer could be this or this, which you can check it out. So method 2, try not to use this method unless and until the numbers are big and you are able to eliminate the logic because of perfect square logics. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Every perfect square has a digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9. By using these two, if you can eliminate few answer options, go to method 2. Otherwise, go by the method 1. I hope it is clear. I just tried to use the divisibility rule of 4 and this logic. This perfect square has a digital sum. A perfect square has a digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9 is not working effectively here because the right hand side digital sum is 9, right? 9. So any number multiplied by 9 will automatically give you digital sum 9. I hope the logic is clear. Method 3. By which smallest number 5808, let us check in this logic anything will work, should be multiplied so that it becomes a perfect square. A perfect square. What are all the logics? A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. That is one logic. Next one, every perfect square, the digital sum of a perfect square, should always be 1, 4, 7 or 9. A digital sum of a perfect square should always be 1, 4, 7 or 9. I will use any of these logic to get the answer. Suppose if you see first option 5808 into 2. Let us see the digital sum. 5 plus 8 13, 13 plus 8 21, 21 is 2 plus 1 3, 3 into 2, 3 into 2 is 6. A perfect square should always have digital sum 1, 4, 7 or 9. These out. Second option 5808 into 7. So these digital sum is 3. 3 into 7, 3 7s are 21, 2 plus 1 3. A perfect square should have digital sum 1 4 7 or 9, right? Third option, right? 5808 into 11, this is nothing but 3 into 11 is 2, which is 6. A perfect square should have digital sum 1 4 7 or 9. So answer is 3. That means in the third problem you are able to use the logic of a perfect square should have digital sum 1 4 7 or 9. If you observe previous problem, it is not the effective method, but in this problem this is the effective method. This is the method 1 based upon the concept of every perfect square should have digital sum, should always be 1 4 7 or 9. I hope idea is clear. One more idea also we can do it. Method 1. Just my idea is to give you different ways of solving a question. It depends upon your practice which method to solve. Method 2. Suppose if the question is 5808 into p, it should be a perfect square. Generally most of the students, how they solve this question is they will factorize it. Let me factorize it. 2 into 29404 into p is a square. 2 into, suppose if I do 2 into 1452 into p is nothing but a square. So 2 square into, this is nothing but 2 into 726 into p is nothing but a square. So 2 cube into, this is nothing but 6 into 121 into p is nothing but p square. This is nothing but 2 cube into 2 into 3 into 11 square into p is nothing but p square. 2 power 4 is a perfect square. 11 square is a perfect square. 1 3 is there, another 3 should be there. So what is the answer for this question? 3. Check it out. You have to find out the factors of 5808 and check which factor does not have a power even number, then you have to solve it. This is the traditional method where most of the students will solve it, but if you know the logic that a perfect square always has a digital sum 1 4 7 or 9, you can save your time, you can save the number of steps. That is why you should regularly follow ANC YouTube channel to solve aptitude problems through a prism never seen before. I hope the idea is clear. You can learn any subject, anywhere, any place and on the go. Come, let us go the other way in learning. Download our revolutionary app for free AMC.